get off of me. I didn't get paid for this shit. Move.
You mean to tell me y'all doing all this carrying on without actual payment? Without the check clearing? My loves, Raven, Lady Girl from Around the Way, where we have culture, conversation, and community. And in today's video, I'm coming to you all with a DejaVu season 2 reunion, okay, review. Let's hop into it. Before I do, make sure you like and subscribe to the channel. Definitely hit that subscribe button, because I'm trying to get to that 10K by the end of the day, period, point blank. I love and appreciate all of the ones who have been subscribing, who have just found my content, who knows that DejaVu is really that girl. So let's just hop into it, y'all. So the fight between Joyce and Holly is just simmered down, and Holly continues to request more pizza. I'm hungry, girl. Where's my pizza? Where's my pizza? Like, girl, Holly, come on, give it up. This pizza is not even that good. Holly is over there talking to Shakira, who's just like, oh, well, I thought that I couldn't hit the trans girls, was supposed to hit the real women. That's why I threw a bottle, and this is why this and the third. So everybody's sitting around like, yeah, that's the same thing that I thought. But we all know that Joyce doesn't play by the rules. Like, and not for nothing, I feel like Holly was pressing her for seemingly no reason. Like, what was the reason? Joyce is stumbling around drunk, tumbling and fumbling, and she's like, did she beat me up though? But did she beat me up though? The girls is like, yeah, she beat you up, sis. K Goddess says she beat you up. Then DTB, she like, DTB, you need to fight her. You need to fight her for me. DTB like, all right, but let me just keep my wig on. Like, I can't go over there right now and just fight her, because Kenzy came in and was like, yeah, line it up. Do your one. Do your ones. Do your ones. Just hyping it up or whatever. And Kenzy is like, you know, I don't care. You know, DTB gets somebody to fight for her. DTB said she was with it, but she was like, I can't just fight her right now, because she was literally just in this girl face. Like, how would that even look? You feel what I'm saying? So you see the girls kind of talking. Holly was trying to talk to DTB, and we see Tasha K come in. Girl, DTB haul ass so quick away from that girl Holly. She don't make no sense. She was like, oh, is that Tasha K? It was just like, she was not even worried about nothing that the girl was saying after that point. And then Holly was just sitting there looking stupid. She was like, yeah, Deja, I got a problem with Deja. This is Deja Rain now. I got a problem with Deja, because at the end of the day, she wanna act like she wanna be a host, but she wanna act like she wants to be a guest and a host, but you acting like you're a part of the crew and this, that, and the third. Like, just, you know, she's popping it. She's really popping it. Deja, I don't know. A lot of the girls don't really try Deja. I don't know what the beef is. I half the time don't even know what none of these beefs are. But this episode was 1 hour long, y'all. So this review is gonna get juicy. If you sticking around, girl, just let it warm up, girl, because we got some commentary coming. So I feel like Diamond was trying to put that battery in Holly's back. Like, yeah, well, you know, Joyce want to run it again, and Holly was just like, yeah, okay, I want to fight. I just want to make sure my wig. Which is given to me like that girl really didn't really want to fight. I feel like, because like it don't matter if this girl, because they was really fighting over nothing. They were literally fighting over nothing. So why do I want to waste my $2,200 wig? Which, girl, this $2,200. This $2,200 was like really on her. Like, if you gotta be so pressed on a $2,200 wig that you keep mentioning, you can't stop mentioning it. One, you shouldn't have wore it, or two, you shouldn't have bought it. One or two of these things, okay? One of the two. Anyway, so they starting to, you know, come onto the set finally. They was at some theater, child. And Joyce popped off on Holly. Got her real quick, like, you know what I mean? Her back immediately. And Kenzy was steady cracking up. Kenzy thought this shit was a key. Kenzy was like, you know what I'm saying? Holly, because Holly wasn't expecting it. She really wasn't. She thought she was about to come onto the set and be cute. And Joyce got right with her immediately. Boom. Not even 2 seconds before they got onto the set. Holly is gagged, okay? Holly is gagged. Get my $2,200 wig. Get my $2,200 wig. Again, this girl, why did you wear the wig? Why did you wear the wig if it's your most prized possession, sister? Because I don't understand why you keep talking about this $2,200. Get my $2,200 wig. So she's like, I'm gonna kill you. I'm gonna kill you. She was like, this girl really hit me. I'm gonna kill you. I'm gonna kill you. Which I feel like, we'll talk. We'll wait. So anyway, Tasha comes on in 2 seconds, and she's just like, listen, I ain't never had to deal with nothing like this before. We is here, DejaVu season 2. And you know, we had to just carry off 2 ladies or whatever. Well, one lady, I don't know what the other one was. And Kenzy was like, wait, what was that? No, because you're not going to disrespect me. And at the end of the day, I'm a woman. And Tasha K is on the mic. So Kenzy is going on, but she don't have no microphone. And she's sitting right next to Tasha K, so it's picking up a little bit. But Tasha's right in her microphone like, you heard what I said. She's a man. I don't know what that thing is. I don't know what that thing is. Like, Tasha, girl. Tasha K, go away from me with this Apollo. Tasha has a real issue with trans women. Like, I don't know if it's stemming from the whole T.S. Madison situation because T.S. Madison eats her up or what, but she has a real issue with trans women because there was no need for her to go on and on and on like that. And she continued. She was relentless. Like, she kept saying inflammatory stuff, and Kenzy's going on, no, because at the end of the day, I'm a woman and I don't care what you say. I don't care nothing about no estrogen. They're just going back and forth, back and forth. Kenzy is very upset, and as she should be, because you're not about to sit up here and play in my face. Like, I'm right here. That's just like me being on a platform or somebody's, yeah, because you know, that beautiful angelic Snow White, and I don't know what that other gorilla was. I'm gonna be like, what, bitch? Like, no, we're not doing it. I'm not about to sit up here and play this game with you. And I feel like, and I see why a lot of the trans girls, the major trans girls, like, I don't deal with Now That's TV because, or even Zeus Network, because I'm not about to be the show monkey and I'm going to perform and play all this I'm righteous and you should need to hear what I'm saying, when Tasha K was being protected against everybody, but she was saying so, like, really disrespectful things. But you're supposed to be partnership content creators and partners, but you're bringing on this person who's going to disrespect my community, my persons, my whatever. I don't like that. And I see why the girls, TS Medicine and them, they be like, I don't fool around with that network, because it was crazy. And Kenzy, although was carrying on like she should be, Kenzy, that was performative as fuck, because we just seen you over at Tasha K's studio smiling and grinning and what you just, and all of this and all of that. So you were just mad at this lady trying to go in for the cameras, trying to put on for your community, but then now you're linked up and now y'all good girlfriends and kikiing. So it's like, it's like being with somebody who, like, I'm a black person, I'm black for real, and I love us for real. I'm not about to play around with somebody who is halfway in and halfway out. 1 minute you this way, the next way you turn into a raccoon. I don't do that. I don't do that in my real life. You know what I mean? So I'm not gonna come up here and play that game to y'all, because that's inauthentic. You know what I mean? Tasha continues on very disrespectfully. I'm not going to say all of the things that she was saying, because I know that there's a couple of trans girls who are here, and we're all going to give the respect that everybody deserves, especially over here on my piece, on my side of town. But she was saying very disrespectful things, you know what I mean? And use of this and use of that and use of, you know, the very stereotypical things that, you know, the people say when it's like, oh, I'm cisgendered or you're trans, like, just ugly. And Kenzy had a battery in her back, and Tasha was like, I don't care. I done had my Casamigos. I'm saying what I want to say. I don't know what y'all want me to do. That shit don't even make no sense, and this, that, and the third. Like, and DTB had asked Tasha where she was from, and because DTB is from Fort Lauderdale, Miami-Dade, whatever. She had said something like Panama or something like that. And when she said Panama, when Tasha K said she was from Panama, DTP says, oh, okay, I get it. And Tasha K goes off and say, yeah, I know, redneck city. So Tasha K, you were born and raised around a whole bunch of conservative white people. So naturally, I can see how you are less progressive than the rest of the world, if that is your town or your neighborhood that you grew up in. Because even if you weren't amongst the people and this, that, and the third, it's in your teachers, it's in your neighborhood, it's what you see. You done went to that old raggedy ass church with the mildew walls. So you have been indoctrinated to have this conservative hat. And I feel like, I hate that LGBTQ rights and everything is aligned or maligned with conservatism, because it's conservatism. Girl, it's too late, early, one of them two. But y'all get what I'm saying. Like, I don't feel like you can be a conservative and still be for, you know, the rights of marginalized people. That's just the narrative. Come on, Candace Owens. It's like, nah, I'm not giving up. Y'all know what I'm trying to say, though. Democrats are definitely going to be in support of rights of LGBTQ and other marginalized populations, but so are some conservatives. You know what I mean? It's not like so black and white as like mainstream media likes to put it. But Kenzy gets active. Kenzy gets really active, borderline out of control. So she gets escorted off the stage and then comes around back and like flips Tasha K out the chair. So then that's when they enlist Quality Cologne, and Quality Cologne and come in and bop my good sister Kenzy. And I mean, like, you know, she folded Kenzy up because one, Kenzy wasn't expecting it, and two, we all know Quality Cologne is a beast. Okay, I don't know. I would say I don't know who's worse, Sway, Persuasion, or Quality Cologne. I'm gonna say Persuasion just because, you know, Persuasion got the weight, but Cologne folded Kenzy. Cologne folded Kenzy. So Kenzy goes to the back. She folding up her little bob. I don't care. I'm gonna still pop my shit, but she in the back now. She ain't over there flipping tables and chairs no more. She in her room, her designated area. And it almost felt like we had Cologne here for Kenzy in the event that we couldn't get her under control. Peep the production. Then Tasha K is like, yeah, come here, baby girl. Yeah, because I got a real woman out here. I got a real woman defending me against a man. And just talking about Cologne. Come here, baby girl. What's your name? What's your name, baby girl? Now, obviously, Quality Cologne. I don't even think Cologne is trans. I don't think that Cologne is trans. I've never heard Cologne say, I'm a trans woman. Y'all need to respect me as such. Drop down in the comments if you know. I think that Cologne is a man that does hair and wears wigs. You get what I'm saying? Like, I don't think that he's actually trans. I'll just say Cologne. But now Tasha K was just popping it with Kenzy like, oh yeah, you's a man, you's a nigga, you got your butt, all of this stuff. And you can't be for that. But now because Quality Cologne came out and boop boop bop Kenzy, now it's, oh, come here, baby girl. Like, no, ma'am. I don't like I don't like it. I don't like it. It's pissing me off all over again because, girl, I don't like you. I don't like that. Stand on it. Like, no. So Holly and Joyce gets free again somehow, and they start trying to get in a little tussle. So once that happens, they're like, oh, you need to come do the security. Why y'all not doing your job? Security, why y'all not doing your job? That's a shame that the talent is telling the team like, why y'all not doing y'all job. That is terrible. Like, them people be in there, like, that seemed like a real traumatic experience that them people be going through. I'm not even about to hold you. So then in the process of them getting out, security wasn't doing their job, Cologne pops in. And when Cologne pops in, she kind of popped Joyce a little bit. So Joyce goes into the back to Kenzy like, yeah, Kenzy, it's up. We about to get in the field. We get in the field because Cologne just put her hands on me. It's up. Like, yeah, sister, it's up from here. You know how, y'all know how, you know, Joyce gets started. So Joyce comes back out into the set and she starts spitting at Holly like a little spit. And she was like, you spitting? You spitting? And then Joyce hauls off and do a type of spit. Spit again. I'm like, oh my God, like, y'all really bugging at this time. She's like, girl, you really spitting this COVID like this? Like, why would you even do that? And Joyce, why would you ever do that? Why would you ever do that, Joyce? So then they finally have a Tasha K reset, okay? Tasha K is really inciting these girls. And I feel like that's what Now That's TV wanted them to do. Wanted her to do. When she came, she did her job, not for nothing. One thing, a pro that I can't say about Tasha watched them shows. She watched them episodes. Zeus will hire somebody just off of their name and this thing, knowing that they only got a yin little update from here from the cast members, but don't really watch the show. You could tell that Tasha K really watched that show, which I mean, I can appreciate. I'm not gonna lie, I can appreciate that shit. And I really feel like Tasha K should have linked up with Zeus because we want to ask those real questions. Janisha girl, give it up, Delicious. You look the girl. Give it up, Janisha. But I do appreciate that Tasha came in. She wasn't afraid to say some stuff. She came in with her own security because she knows she pops it. She pops it real good. And she was watching the show. I can appreciate that. And I can tell by the questions that she was asking. Disrespectful as fuck. Joyce comes back out. The stage is reset. And she's like, yeah, well, I just want to talk about this whole LGBTQ thing because I don't appreciate that. And y'all know I don't talk like this. And, you know, this is what it's for, open dialogue. And I feel like Tasha is really getting off. She gets off on the salacious. She gets off on knowing that she can say something that's upsetting to people. And then you and I have conversations about it. And then we kind of discuss like, oh, that shit was fucked up. She shouldn't have did that. I really feel like that's what her purpose is. And she knows it. That's her niche. Salacious, untrue, false journalism, ghetto, down bad, ratchet. It was Cardi B. But, oh, that's what everybody kept saying. You owe Cardi B, you owe Cardi B. But it is smart though. I feel like Tasha K has been interviewing all of the cast members. That's like their like go-to shot. They really got linked up with Tilo, which it makes sense. Tasha K is in Atlanta. Now that TV is in Atlanta. I mean, the partnership isn't hard to see, you know? So Joyce is trying to express her case like, I really don't appreciate you being so disrespectful to trans women, because at the end of the day, like I go through struggles and I have my this and the third. And then Tasha was like, well, I don't appreciate you being disrespectful to women. Like, you came from a mother and you're being disrespectful to a woman. Man, I don't appreciate that. And she was like, I don't care. I'm not feeding into your delusion. And she was like, well, don't you still have a ding? Don't you still have a ding? And she was just like, no, actually I don't. She was like, oh, well, good for you. I guess it's a real deal for you then. And I hate that, like, in the trans community, I guess I'll just say this. In the trans community, some people have had sexual reassignment surgery and some people haven't. So the girls who really went through and did the big chop, they feel like they're above the girls that didn't do it. You get what I'm saying? Or even if they didn't do the big chop, but they got Botox, they got fillers, they got their face more feminized. I know that's a process, I don't know the name of it. Or they got their boobs done. It's like, bitch, even if I'm still taking, like, bitch, I can clock you and you can't clock me. You feel me? So it's like a hierarchy, you know what I mean? Like, what it is in every situation. If you look good, you look better, you're passable, and you got it, you feel like you're top tier. And I just wanted to say this, like, wherever you are on your journey, it does not define your end goal. Because I know a lot of people feel even further marginalized because you may not have the coin to do it. You don't want to go in somebody's basement and get your ass filled with motherfucking semen and asphalt. I don't blame you for that, sister. Like, it is what it is. So they're still going back and forth, and you know, so Tasha's saying very disrespectful things. Joyce was trying to keep it cute and was trying to just express, like, you know, when you was weaponizing Duke's sexuality, she was like, no, I wasn't. I don't FUCK men who are DL, and this is all of this stuff that I'm not about to air out right here. But it took an ugly turn. Joyce starts saying, I look better than you, and you a real woman, and you want periods, and you know. And Joyce made a really good point. Like, there are natural born women, there are women who can't have children, there are women who don't have periods, and I would take it a step further and say there are women who don't even have breast. Natural born women, yes. So this whole idea, like, I feel like Joyce was trying to make her point, but Tasha K was so obnoxious and disrespectful that it turned into, this is Joyce now, bitch, you want to look like me. And this is the narrative for a lot of trans girls who are elevated in platforms. They feel like natural born women are jealous of them because they look better. And it's not that they, you know, they look better or whatever. I think it's that they have enhancements, bitch. You know, I'm gonna walk in and I'm gonna turn heads. A girl who had a BBL can walk in and turn heads. You've had enhanced cosmetics. That doesn't mean that you naturally look better than me. The conversation took an ugly turn when it came between, like, the beef between transgender women and the beef between, like, you know, cisgender women. That's a long going, like, standing beef. I wish y'all would cut it the fuck out. You know what I'm saying? Especially if y'all like this. I don't give a good goddamn. If you like this, like me, like this, not like this, but like this, we already got enough. We already got enough, sister. Like, you know what I mean? It is what it is, and that's just how I am. And I know that it's so polarizing within the Black community. I'm gonna just move on. I feel like I want to have a conversation like that, but I want to do some more research. I want to do some more reading so I can actually have the language. But also, sometimes you don't need to have the language. It's about a heart space. It's about a heart feeling. I'm not about to go out of my way and disrespect you or anybody. And I feel like that's where a lot of people are lacking. I'm not going out of my way to disrespect nobody. I'm not. You feel me? Not even these people. I'm not going out of my way. Now, if it comes my way, now if it just so happens to fall into my lap, Jesus. But I'm not going out of my way to downgrade anything like this. Like, be for real. Anyway, the conversation got ugly. Hate that narrative. I hate when they say it, trans women. I hate when cisgender women say it. It's too much separation, because the root of the matter is these heterosexual men still will knock me out and will knock your ass out. And at the end of the day, bitch, like, we need to cut it. Just stop it. Just stop. I hope y'all feel me on it. Then they started the conversation of the men. Well, if a man hits me as a woman, I feel like whatever he do to me after that is going to be on me. What? don't know. I don't know how I feel about that. I don't. They're trying to, you know, make it so straightforward. I don't know where these girls from. Like, I was never brought up to think like I'm a hit a man, I'm a hit a man, I'm a hit a man, he's not gonna hit me back. But I know that there are a lot of these very zesty, sassy men who are out here who feel like, oh, you grazed me, bitch, so I'm about to punch you out. You feel what I'm saying? Like, I know that a lot of these men have this mindset now, like, well, she put her hands on me first, so I had to sock her ass to fucking unconsciousness. In my mind, when I grew up, it was you go around hitting somebody, but obviously a man has more strength than a woman. Hello? I'm not gonna raise my son to hit a woman if in the event that he hits her. I'm gonna raise him to protect themselves, and also too to have some fucking discernment to not get with a nutcase that's gonna hit you. You get what I'm saying? Like, girl, this shit is messy. This episode was so messy. That's all I can say. This episode was so messy, but it was packed too. It was so layered and nuanced because there's so many things. Like, drop in the comments, do you feel like as a woman, if you are a cisgender, heterosexual, natural born, whatever these labels are, woman, if you so happen to get into a rage and you throw something at a man, do you feel like he has the right to sock your ass back? I don't agree with that shit whatsoever. And you can say it's double standard. You know, to be quite honest with you, I'm progressive in a lot of ways, and in a lot of ways I'm very traditional. I don't believe in that shit. No. You're not gonna hit me, man, with your big giant fist balled up, all this testosterone and rage. I'm a black man. Fuck that shit. You ain't got to worry about me. You know what I mean? And I'm all for women being equal, and you know, women are definitely powerful. Hello? Women are so powerful. A lot of women don't even know their power, truly. And their feminine power and their masculine power. People make it seem like women can't be masculine and this and that. It's about having a balance, guys. Men have feminine energy too. They're supposed to. It's supposed to be equal parts of masculine and feminine energy in both genders, baby. Yin and yang, hello? Can we not? So this whole concept of man can hit a woman if he gets struck first by a natural born woman is beyond. It's beyond me, as far as I'm concerned. Sidney Starr shows up with her Sutter Home knit, girl. She didn't got a bottle. She got the little plastic nips, child. She doing her 1-2. She come onto the stage. Cameraman being shitty, showing her little boots or her little booties, whatever she had on, girl. Sidney can never get it quite right with her outfits, as far as I'm concerned. Oh my God, this is gonna be so long. Oh my God. Holly in the back talking about some, yeah, well, if a man hit me, I feel like it's gonna be on me. However, he decides to retaliate against me, which, okay, Hood Holly. And then Barbie says something very interesting. She says, I think that people should just keep their hands to themselves and you wouldn't have to worry about being hit either way. I just think that people should be respectful and nobody should hit anybody. Tasha K jumps on this girl, is like, bitch, you shut up. You had niggas hitting you. You's a motherfucking botch Barbie ass bitch. Bitch, you had niggas hitting you all types of like, and Barbie was so gagged, and I feel like it was unwarranted. What she was saying wasn't wrong. It was maybe the wrong messenger. She was like, you had niggas hitting on you. You've been prostituted and pimped all your life. Like, what are you trying to say? And Tasha K chewed Barbie up. She did. I mean, two things can be true at once. I don't know what to say about it. So Tasha's going on and on and on. And Barbie's like, you don't even know me. You don't know Michelle. Girl, I know you. That pussy been on the internet for years. Girl, everybody know you, girl. You've been getting hit on, beat on by all these niggas. You don't sit up here and try to tell these black women that they should get beat. Listen, that's not what Barbie was saying. And I can see how a lot of people who are reviewing this show might take what she said out of context. I understood completely. What Barbie said was simple. You don't want to get hit, don't put your hands on anybody. That's very simple. That's very basic. If I were to say that as a standalone statement, most people would agree, full stop. But it was Barbie. It was easy to pick on her. And she's like, oh, well, you don't even know me. She's like, girl, that pussy, everybody don't know you. And she was just like, well, at the end of the day, why are you even a host? You're being so disrespectful. And I agree, like, the host, even if you feel like, even in your heart of hearts, you feel like, listen, I don't really like this bitch, but I at least want to hear what you have to say. I'm a professional, I have a job to do. Tasha has no coup, no decorum, no class, no sense of, she's like a caricature, her own, like, she was like, she might as well have been on DejaVu. You get what I'm saying, girl? Let me just move on. So They chewing her up. Be calling her botched booty, and then this and the third. Anyway, y'all, Duke comes out, and when Duke comes out, Tasha's still calling Joyce her man, and Duke is like dapping her up or whatever. Sidney's Starr, the whole cast like kind of looked a little uncomfortable with that because these are their friends. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's weird. Sidney is a trans person, so it's really weird for her. Just stupid. This comes out. Sidney wants to apologize, and you should have known Joyce ain't going for no apology. Joyce bopped Sidney, which good. Finally, somebody got her ass. As far as I'm concerned, somebody should have been got Sidney Starr. She done did too much. She done caused too many issues to too many people. It's too much. Yeah, so good for her. She's sitting down. She was like, you know what? And at the end of the day, you are you are an animal. That's an animal. Like, girl, shut up. Then Sidney starts acting, trying to have a moment with DTB. DTB is kind of laughing because she knows, like, girl, you just acting. Gucci don't deserve you. And Gucci just sitting there. He don't really got much to say because what can he say? He done did enough. Oh, what I do want to mention is that when Joyce was fighting Sidney and the set was getting out of control, Tasha was calling for cologne. Cologne, where the hell is cologne at? Which lets me know that production did have cologne there to kind of be an enforcer and a regulator, so to speak, which is telling. Then he continues on, you's a hoe asshole, you such a hoe. The DTB gives her a quick little wig pull, like a wig tug, nothing crazy. Duke is still on stage. He's mentioning Big Mac truck, and Mac truck is there. He drinking Casamigos. His tooth is already out and shit. I'm just like, yo, these people here. To talk about the whole gay for pay thing. It sounds like what Duke was doing was just jerking his meat off around other men. He wasn't getting head. He wasn't performing, and you know, he wasn't doing anything. I guess it was just like a situation. I don't want to say too much, but y'all know. So Barbie comes on stage. She's like, I tried to apologize to Barbie, and he was like, well, at the end of the day, you are gay for pay. And they were trying to say, Barbie, no, she's not. They were just kind of ganging up on Barbie. And once they were saying that, Barbie was like, you know, you're jerking to another gay man next to another gay man. And it's like, it's not like your opinion is a high value man, which I do agree. Like, you don't have no ground to stand on. And then Duke feel like he cleared her, like, girl, you were talking about drinking somebody's urine. Like, I don't have nothing to say to you. Like, you eating urine, like you drinking urine. Like, what do you mean? Like, how can you even say anything to me? She's like, yeah, so what? I don't care. I'm not hiding it. I'm not hiding it, which is true. Like, she's like, well, I'm not saying that I was hiding it. It wasn't that you weren't like denying it. It was the fact that you were getting mad that people were exposing you for it, bro. Like, that's what Barbie should have said. It's not that you were trying to hide it. You got mad because you felt like she exposed you and you were mad about it. Barbie, the boy said, yeah, he was drinking my urine. Barbie, stop. She didn't get mad about it. She was just like, okay, yeah, and that's the type of shit I be on. Like, that's the difference. You got mad and wanted to fight females because somebody said you was gay for pay. Barbie didn't get mad because the boy said he peed in her mouth. Which, whole nother conversation. Then little Freddie P comes on stage. He doesn't want to hold the mic, so he's not saying anything. He just really kind of happy to be there. He kind of hit somebody in the house. Tasha mentions Gucci being turned on by Asia and Joyce in the car. He was like, I don't know, Gucci, you seemed a little turned on by that, and you were kind of like, you know, whatever the case may be. DTB just sitting there looking with her side eye. And he was like, yeah, I know, well, Asia gives good head, but you was turned on with both Joyce and whatever. He was like, because you like, Joyce is a pretty girl. And that was that conversation before we even had a chance for Gucci to answer that, which I would have liked to know the answer to that. Where would that would have gone? Y'all remember back on the van? And Asia and what you call them were, you know, kissing and rubbing and licking and tugging, and Gucci was right there, and Tasha said apparently Gucci was brick and was, you know, curious and interested in this, that, and the third. But we couldn't even get into that because Kenzy pops out with oh, and at the end of the day, with her raspy voice, at the end of the day, I'm a woman. If you look on my birth certificate and say female, Kenzy, I understand that, sister, and I really do, and I'm happy for you. But I wanted Gucci to answer that question. You hear what I'm saying? But anyway, so, you know, they do the whole Kenzy thing, and I'm a woman at the end of the day, and there's trans women who are dying, and I got flack for not hitting the real women, which I think is unfair. Good. Kenzy is always the one that be like, I don't hit those natural born women, don't hit the real women. Like, she always does that. She's never wavered on that. Apparently she got flack from her own community for that, you know, which is kind of really upsetting at the end of the day. And then to turn around and still be attacked, that sucks too. And then she does mention that there's trans women who are, you know, dying every day. You know what I mean? Especially when you look like this and you have this kind of color, you are more at risk for experiencing harm done to your persons. That's a real thing in the trans community. So, but I just feel like you're at the wrong venue. You're at the wrong venue. You don't go to a buffet and start talking about you know, you got to eat this vegan food. These, cause they want to eat they pork bellies and pork butts. They don't want to hear vegan food. You feel what I'm saying? So although the message was real and true, you got the wrong venue, sister. You can't be over here trying to convert these chitlin eating this to go vegan. You know what I mean? At the town hall buffet. It don't work like that. Then it was later revealed that Freddie P ate K Goddess and Little D ate K Goddess, and she was like, none of them made me do anything, but Little D was a little bit better. Okay, good for you, K Goddess. Would have liked more detail, but whatever. Matt comes in and was just introducing herself. Sidney told me something. Hi, I'm Sidney. I was from the back. DTV drags her by the wig. Joyce and Sidney go at it again. And then Sidney is trying to get out by her peoples, and she's like, I'm not leaving with you. The same guy that we seen at DejaVu too was like, Shakira comes out and was like, you look a mess. You need to leave with your friends, Sidney. Why are you doing this? You look a mess. It's just Shakira in there. Now DTV is done dragging her. Holly and Joyce go at it again. Joyce got with her, and then after that, Holly's like, I had a concussion. I had a concussion for 3 weeks. I had a concussion 3 weeks ago, man. I had a concussion 3 weeks ago. So they got her laying back, the eyes closed, and they said, girl, if you knew that you had a concussion 3 weeks ago, why are you here talking about something you ain't get paid? I'm gonna put my body first. And here's the thing. I was trying to be respectful about some of the people and the things that we see on this platform, because it's like at the end of the day, they're content creators no different than me. But I'm not putting my body at risk. There's no risk to me coming right now. I'm not in harm's way, and I do get paid, bitch. You're in a place where you have all of this harm, all this trauma coming to you. You just had a concussion 3 weeks ago, and you're yelling that you ain't get paid. It gotta be clout. It gotta be, and clout is never worth your physical body in any standpoint. So I don't feel bad for her, Holly, and the thing that she did. And oh, I just had a concussion. Oh, I didn't get paid for this. But you showed up in a $2,200 wig, didn't get paid, got into all these fights. Now what you want us to feel sorry for you? Girl, child, no. The ambulance come. They're still outside. They're fighting. Girl, this was literally a mess. This review was long as hell because the reunion was long as hell. And y'all, I am very highly entertained. I hate to say that. Y'all, if you watch this whole review, do me a favor and leave I always do that for you. Let's leave a cupcake in the comment section so I know you made it to the end. And I know you're a real one. Period, point blank. Let me know what y'all think about the season in general. Okay? As always, I'm sending you much love and much light, and I will see you in the next video.